Good morning, everybody. Welcome into a special edition of Coffee and Conversation with your boy Joe Lockett. Guess who I got in the building? I got Angela Bassett. I got Kiki Pump. Not quite. But y'all know in Birmingham, Alabama, we got the Akeelah the Bee. The play going to get ready to happen. Right? They're in the building. All the actors are here, man. They're here in the building, and we're going to get to know them. And also, I got somebody in the studio, y'all. Guess what? He never comes out. We done heard about him. He's like a hermit. He's like a ghost. But the ghost is in the building. Mr. Mark Raby, the guy who came up with this idea, who went out there and got the license for it. He's right here on Coffee and Conversation. Grab your coffee, y'all. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Mr. Mark Raby, how's it going? You are him.
Joe Lockett, thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the Coffee and Conversation. How you doing?
I'm so glad to be in the service one more time.
literally one more time. How you doing this morning, man?
Excellent, man. I'm excited to catch up with you.
Yeah.
For a long time.
You know, a little bird told me you got this play going on, man, called Akeelah the Bee.
Yes.
From October the 2nd through the 4th, right?
Listen, we're doing Akeelah and the Bee October 2nd through the 4th at the Alabama Jazz Hall of Fame's Carver Theater.
Right.
It's presented by Encore Theater and Gallery, but we're going to be on that historic stage, bringing you one of your favorites. You know, you've all seen the movie. Everybody's seen it.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go do some spelling.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to see. Put that camera on me because I'm going to see. M-I, crooked letter, I. I'm just doing this all wrong. It's M-I, crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I. Come back. I. Can I get a part of your play, Mark?
What I know is you just tore that thigh.
Hey, Mark. Elbow. So, when you got ready to pick this, when you got ready to pick your cast for Akeelah in the play, did you have anybody in mind that you wanted to play, or you just had an open mind about it?
Honestly, Joe, we held an audition. We saw over 150 performers in those auditions. And so what you see on stage is the result of an array of great performers who showed up and showed out. And they make up this cast.
Okay. So let me ask you this question. How do you actually go get Akeelah to Bee to play and bring it to Birmingham and then produce? Do you have to get a license? I mean, how that works?
Absolutely. The show is licensed through a play service. And as a matter of fact, it's on most of our marketing material. You'll see it in fine print at the bottom, because that's also a requirement of licensing the show. So yes, we did have to license the show.
So let me ask you this, Marcos. I really want to know this. Did you have to talk to like Angela Bassett or Lawrence Fishburne and say, is it okay if I get these people to play you? Or did any of your people ever give them a call or call them up and say, you know, any inspiration from this?
No.
Because got me, man. I don't know, Mark.
They're playing the characters, not the actual actors. So I think Angela played Gail. And, Kiki played Akeelah, and they're embodying it in their very own way.
Gotcha. So you didn't call the director of that other play and embody none of his stuff?
No.
You just came up with your own thing?
No, actually, the play is actually adapted by a whole nother playwright that they procured to create a play version of the movie. So really? Cheryl A. West is not the original writer. She is the writer, however, that adapted them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A sister.
So let me ask you a question, right? When you get ready to do this, were you able to spell before this, or did they make you a better speller after?
Oh, I still can. No.
You know something? I got to get from you, because I got to get to the real actor. I got to get to the star of the show, Trinity. What's up, Kiki? Do you love me? How you doing, Kiki?
Doing great. How are you?
That's good. How did you, when you first got ready to do this, come for this play, you heard about it. How did you hear about it?
So I heard about it from an email through my mom, because they were having auditions. I believe it was from Friday to Saturday. And funny enough, Saturday night is when my mom sent me the email about Encore doing season auditions from 2025 to 2026. And she was like, hey, I want you to check out this theater. They may be the only African-American theater-owned company, but I still want you to give it a try because it's something outside of UAB. And when I checked the email, I looked at the Facebook and I realized they already filled out pretty much all the days and all the slots for auditions, but they made an announcement saying, hey, we have one more day, which is Sunday. And lucky enough, I was able to fill myself out for the auditions on Sunday. I believe it was at 3:30. So I was able to make it, mark the spot, come right in and audition for Encore.
Was it hard?
It wasn't hard. It was a little shocking though, because
Why?
the reason why is because we had to do something called a cold read, meaning you don't have something off the top of your head. They're going to give you maybe a page or two to read off of, and they're going to say, hey, we want you to do this role so that way we can see how you are with this character, how quickly you're able to adapt and go from there.
Mm-hmm. So how did you adapt and what did you do? Don't just leave me sitting up there like, over there. What did you have to go do, Trinity?
So
did you pause? I'm like, did you jump into it?
No, I was like usual. I pretty much welcomed everybody. Well, I didn't welcome everybody. I meant to say like I was kind to everybody, saying hi, how are you guys doing? And Mark was like, hey, I want you to read this person and this person.
Mm-hmm.
How I'm used to auditions is just them telling us to introduce ourselves and saying, what monologue are you, ready to prepare for yourself? And I would say, oh, I'm doing this by this. So the cold read kind of threw me off a little bit, but I was able to adapt to it because.
So you have so sometimes you always have a monologue in your head.
Yes.
Do it. Cold read. We will call this cold on air. Do me a quick monologue.
I didn't have one prepared for today. If I hadn't known it, no, don't do it.
I stumped Akeelah.
You did stump me today.
But no, that's fine. But so when you did the cold read, so a cold read is based on you've never seen before.
Right.
Is it from that play or for something that you've never seen before at all?
It can vary. Sometimes they may want you to do it from the play that they're, producing, and then there may be sometimes they want to do it outside of the show that they may not produce, but they wanted to see something different, whether it's based on age, based on personality, based on humor, based on the different genre, like dramatic, melodramatic, whatever they prefer.
Were you nervous?
Yes, I was nervous. Even some people that have experience, it's normal for you to be nervous because you never know what to expect in that moment specifically.
So I want to ask you this, Trinity.
Yes.
I love asking people this, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you get nervous, what do you do?
Ooh. When I get nervous specifically, I have adapted this thing where we call it shake it off. So we would do something called 1, 2, 3, 4. Like we would just do a countdown and just shake it off all the way until 1. So that way we're not as nervous or as jittery as we were when we first walked into the building.
So that pressure, like you're like, or you're like,
it's a mix of both. It's a mix of both, depending on the time, or like if the director says, hey, we want you to like take your time with this, or it's like, hey, we want you to do this immediately. So it varies on what the director wants, and then I'll shake it off from there.
So do you read the room? Because sometimes, right, for me, when they throw me into the if I'm thrown into the fire, right, I'm jumping in the fire, but I'm reading the room as I'm reading the room as I'm jumping, right. So I look at the I may have an idea, but as I'm doing something, I'm asking because I want to ask Shada the exact same question. When you're doing your cold read, are you paying attention to the director as you're reading, or you're just focusing in on reading and doing the part?
I'm more focused on doing the reading, because if you focus on the director, they may have a face that shows, oh, I might not like this person, or this is interesting, and you may switch up because of that. So that way you can satisfy the directors,
So you're going down the hill.
Down the hill. I'm gonna do myself and just go from there.
Okay, and so when you did this one here, what did you feel afterwards?
I felt great to, be able to get it over with, because I didn't know what to expect, but I was very glad to get it over with.
So when you got in your car, you said, I nailed that.
No, I really didn't do that, actually.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
No, I didn't feel I nailed it. So
I was just more glad to get it over with. I wasn't like, oh, I made it, or like I didn't doubt myself, but I also wasn't too egotistical saying, oh, I know I made it in the cut to one of the scenes.
So did you call your mom and say, Mom, I did it, I think I got it, or Mom, I don't know? She's
the one that checked on me first, because I told her, I was like, hey, I got it. She was like, how do you think you did? And I was like, I think I did okay. I mean, I might have done, I could have done something a little bit better, but all in all, I got it over with, and we'll just see from.
Oh, you know, you just said something. What you thought you could have did better?
One thing that I think I could have done better is adapt to who the character is, because I'm always so focused on the personality of the character to where I don't really realize this is the main thing that makes the character stick out the most.
Mm-hmm. So, Mark, hearing that, did she nail it, or what she said she could have did better?
You know what? I am curious. Thank you. I am curious. Did you think you booked anything? No. I thought she did great.
Wow.
I thought she did
What was
great.
the moment for you when you when she was auditioning? What was the moment for you?
She auditioned with so much humility and so much flexibility. She was readily taking suggestions. Like, she didn't say, I don't want to read for that. She took it right on. And I'm always looking for what the experience might be going forward. What might the rehearsal process look like? You know, is this going to be a great idea casting wise? Is this going to be a problematic situation in rehearsals, or is this going to be a symbiotic situation where everything just comes together? And so far, Joe, I gotta say, everything has just come together.
Wow.
Really. So I think it was a great casting. I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get over to the mama of the show.
Go
The
for
one
it.
and only show. What's going on, Mom? Welcome to Conference and Conversation.
Hello.
So, how did you come to this part? And how long have you been acting?
I have been acting for well over 20 plus years, and I auditioned as well. I always do the seasonal auditions that Encore has.
Mhm.
I always feel like it's better to earn than to be given. So when I got the welcome letter of you've been cast, or the offer letter for the part of Gail, I was excited because during the auditions I didn't read for Akeelah and the Bee. I read for totally different two totally different shows. And I was excited about the shows that I was reading for. And then when I saw that Akeelah and the Bee was happening, oh, that was even better.
Okay. So when you did you ever do cold read?
I
Do
did.
you like cold read?
I don't. I don't.
Why not?
I don't. Because you know, I always feel as if you always have to be spot on when it's time to audition. And I always like to do monologues over cold reading. And with these cold reads, because with cold reads, you have to scan it really quickly and see who and what you're reading about. And you have to think really quick, how can I make this character something different than the next person that probably has read this? These directors or these casting agents have sat through 1,001 auditions. What can I do to make mine funny and memorable and not forgettable? Okay. So yeah.
Okay. So Mark, what stood out about Shy? Knowing that you work with her, but you still have to be have a constructive eye. Do she fit the part? What's that about?
Absolutely. And like she said, she came in auditioning for something totally different. And I always think that Shy is amazing. She's been with me a very, very long time. I think that our joy in her coming in to read was that we knew that this mama had to be a mama, you know, had to be Miss Bassett is a tough act to follow. And we knew that we had to believe her, and we knew that we had to be able to connect with her, and we absolutely thought that she was the perfect choice.
You've seen her over the years. That's fine. But I got to ask you this. What did she do during the cold read that nailed this part for her?
Well, two things I want to point out.
Sure.
The first thing is, and she would probably kill me for this.
Don't do it on camera.
I will try my best.
She's really a comedic actress. That's where her heart is. That's her thing. And so I just kind of wanted to stretch her.
Yes.
And because I feel like people need to see her.
You know, if this was audio, it wouldn't have sounded good.
What's that?
I just wanted to stretch her. She said, "Oh yes."
Oh, Joe.
Go ahead, Mark. I'm glad this is visible.
Now she's moving more into a different realm of her career now, and doing things like the dramatic reenactment shows and things of that nature. And so I've been on the outside slightly jealous that I don't often get that. I don't get the dramatic actress often. So
why do you think you don't get that though?
Well, because our audience sort of expects her to bring them comedy. They are accustomed to what she does so impeccably well. Like her timing is ridiculous. And so we just decided to switch it up a little bit this go around.
So, Shal, let me ask you this: get into more a serious role where you can't really bring the comedy, but you have to, because you know what people are expecting when they come see Akeelah to be. So let's keep it real.
Yes.
We expect a little bit of Angela,
Yes.
that stern mama that's going to get on Akeelah and trust, laugh. You got to trust. So how was that for you, knowing what you love to do? And then, as we've been talking about, to embody something completely different. Where did you go and have to do it?
I would say that it was a challenge to be able to transition from being a comedic actress to being in a dramatic role at this particular time. I accepted the challenge because I believe that any good actor has to be versatile and be able to do all parts. And the biggest thing about it, you have to be coachable and you have to listen to your director and take that direction in, because they see something that you don't see when it's something that's different that you're doing. So it's definitely a challenge. I love it.
But when I heard you say it, I think a lot of people may not catch the miracle of this, right? As far as trust your director.
Yes.
You've been doing this for 20 years.
Yes.
Right. And if you get a new director or somebody you don't know, right, and they tell you to do something, but you know it's the way it should be done, but you still have to trust that director. How tough that sometimes working in the business, knowing that this is right, you still have to.
Oh yes, because I always say, what they talking about? What this for? Or whatever I say. But I always say it's their vision, and I'm just there to be able to create their vision so it can be able to produce what it need to do on stage. Because you're not going to agree with everything your director say. And with the last thing you want to challenge them, because then they're not going to trust you, and you can become problematic. And it's not that, and you need to have a voice as well. But you have to voice them. Why do you think that you need to make this different, go this different direction? And as a director, they have to be able to hear you at the same time. But I take on the challenge because I want to see if I can do it myself. And if it come out flat, they'll let you know and they'll adjust. And that's all it is, because their idea in their head, they may see something, but when it comes out on stage, well, that didn't work. Let's do something different. So you have to be able to adapt and change.
Did you go back to watch the movie, or did you say, or to what Mark?
I did not. Anytime I play a role where a character has previously played that role, and whether I saw it or not, I don't want to touch it because I want to do something completely different than what they've done.
Wow.
I want them to see a whole different show. Now, Angela Bassett is one of my favorite actors of all times. So I already know what she's bringing. Will I bring some of that flair? Of course, because I have to pay homage to the beast, to the goat. But I also want to make sure that they see me as a performer and not see a makeup of Angela. Yeah. Yeah.
You do. So I would have been like Kobe to Michael Jordan. But that shows the confidence. That's what Mark liked her, because she's strong enough to say, "You're the GOAT. Thank you for giving me this platform. But now let me show what I can do." Because that's what she had to go do.
Yeah.
I like that. Wow.
Yeah.
That is so cool. What about you, Trinity? Did you watch Kiki thing? Did you go back and rewatch the movie, or did you bring your own thing too and say, "Let me go ahead and do this"?
I'm gonna tell the truth. The last time I watched that movie, I was maybe 9 or 10 years old, so it has been a minute since I had last time seen it. But when it came to the role specifically, I wanted to do my own thing. So that way it may be something just not exactly like Keke Palmer, but it's something different to where the character still sticks out, but it's something different to where, hey, you're going to be recognized by this specifically.
So what is something that you think that people are going to take away?
I don't have anything specific for that one yet. Yes.
Your interpretation of Akeelah has a little fire under it. You know, your Akeelah is feisty. You know, really, really feisty. So that's distinctively what you do differently.
Meaning a little.
And one of the things, if I can share, one of the things we keep saying is, right.
Yep, she's 11.
She's 11.
Right.
When I was 11, if I answered like that, I'd have been mouth.
Right. So how was the chemistry between mom and daughter working together for the first time? How hard is that? Right. You're doing somebody now. I'm your mom. I'm your mom. Now you're my mom. I'm your daughter. You got to have chemistry.
She came in being mama though. Like I think the first night of rehearsal, she was fussing. No, the first night. If y'all gonna be my children,
okay.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think our chemistry is pretty good. She did come in first time being exactly like a mama, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a little intimidated by you, just a little bit, just.
Oh my!
Yes, I was a little intimidated, but once we started working with each other, we truly started becoming like mother and daughter after a while.
Yeah, I didn't know that, Trinity.
Wow.
I try my best not to show it sometimes, but I was just a tiny smidge. It wasn't a lot, but it's just
yeah. Okay, I'll take that. I believe we have good chemistry. I really do. It's some things I do in rehearsal that's a little lackadaisy, and and what happens is I let Gail boss me, and I don't know what page I'm on. She said, "We're right here, Mama," and I let you do that.
You do,
so I can create chemistry with you. Right. I know where I'm at. I just want to see if you're gonna come and get me. If you're gonna take care of me.
Are you serious?
I do. I do. Right. I wanted to make sure that we can bounce off each other. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wanted to share that at the end, but I'm sharing that now. So yeah, wow. She actually doesn't leave me hanging, and she comes and says, "Come on, Mama, we're right here." I'm like, okay, I know, but it's so cute that she does it. Right. It's nurturing. It's a real mother-daughter relationship. So I do expect her. I expect Akeelah to take care of Gail. I expect Akeelah to take care of Reggie. To be honest. Right. So yeah, we've been working.
Well, I tell y'all what though. So the chemistry worked on air. At the end of the day, you guys had great chemistry. How is it working with the rest of the actors?
It is like you're good. With the rest of the characters, I'm gonna be honest, it does feel like a family reunion. Mm-hmm. It does, because everybody has really, really great chemistry together. Like it could be me and Reggie, it could be me and Miss Patty Ruth, it could be me and Dr. Larrabee. No matter who it is, everybody is able to interact with each other. Whether you're new, whether you're a seasoned character, that is the main thing you want to focus on is chemistry. So that way you can adapt and read the room a lot better.
Yeah, because when you're creating chemistry with a cast that you don't have a lot of time to formulate that relationship with, we have to be on it. We have to have those snack times together. We have to have those giggles. We have to have that pull and play so everybody can get to know each other's personality as fast as we can. Because our rehearsal time hasn't been extended as much, and the show is going to go by just like that. We're going to be here, then it's going to be over, and then we're going to be gone. So we have been doing a good job creating chemistry with each other.
So how tough was it for you guys to come out of character? Because I know I hear a lot of times when you
yeah.
go into these characters. Oh Lord, let me pass the microphone. How tough Trinity was for you to come out of being tap 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 in my quick letter Akeelah B.
Man, let me tell you, it has been very hard. Specifically, the tapping on the thigh has been very, very hard. Whenever somebody says, "Hey, how do you spell this?" I'm always just tapping. I'm always just tapping because it became natural for me after a while. It's a little hard to come out of that character.
So, do you come out of it? What did you do? Because you got people watching,
right?
Okay, and young ladies or men going into this may go.
Yep.
And it may be a fun character, and they just can't stop laughing once they get off the stage. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about the dark side of it. But coming out of a character and rehearsing so many times, did you feel yourself? Honestly, please tell me.
Okay.
Did you feel yourself becoming Akeelah?
I did. I did feel myself becoming Akeelah. I think it was after maybe the first week, I immediately felt myself becoming Akeelah, and I had to remind myself, "You're Trinity. You're not Akeelah." Even
what was that like? So this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Because who was Trinity becoming as Akeelah? Who was Akeelah to you?
Akeelah to me was obviously an 11-year-old, but she was more of a mature, cautious, resilient young girl. That's what she was to me. And the difference between me and her, well, there's some similarities, but I think the huge difference between me and her is that she gives up very easily. No matter if it's something small, no matter if it's something that really isn't her fault, she gives up easily. To me, I'm going to keep trying continuously, even if it's a struggle. And if I just cannot find any other way specifically to, finish a project or solve something, I'm just going to say, hey, I'm going to need some help. I can't do it. Because at this point, I have tried it by myself multiple times, and it's just not working. Right.
Shy. How hard was it for you to come out of the mama role, or was it just easy because you're a mom anyway? Was it tough for you?
It's a challenge. It definitely is a challenge because the difference between Gail and Shy, Gail is very stern. She's a single parent. She's on it. And Shy, she's more jovial with her kids. She likes to make jokes. She likes to make them laugh. They have a very good connection, and she doesn't work as hard as Gail. And it was a challenge because sometimes I found myself saying my lines to one of my precious sons.
Wait a minute. So did you become Gail at home?
I did. I did.
Did your kids say something to you about it?
No, because they he did kind of look at me when I was speaking to him, and because he knows I'm an actress and he helps me with my lines, and so he kind of looked at me weird. And sometimes he said, "Mama, is you acting or you being serious?" But he gave me that look, so he probably knew something was up. But the words was needed because he needed to hear those words. So I took a page, some words from that page, and made it into real life.
So it sounds like Gloria, I think what's her name?
Gail.
My bad. So Gail made you maybe a little bit better of a parent, something.
She helped me to love my son in a different way.
Wow.
I want to be honest. But because of some of the trials that Reggie was going through, it's kind of similar in real life situations over here. So not too similar.
But understood.
Right. But it because he's a young boy trying to find his way. And and I have a young man that's trying to find his way, not boy, young man trying to find his way as well. And so I want to make sure I have these teachable moments with him at all times. And Gail, she slightly have teachable moments if she has the time, but she's more trying to get on to him to get it together. And I'm more of a teachable moment type of situation, a parent. Okay. So there is a difference that's there, but it did help me feel, it helped me shape my relationship with him in a better place that he's at.
So let me ask you this, because I'm watching you now. You talk a lot with your hands.
I do.
Okay, is that you?
Yes, that's me.
Or is that?
That's me.
Okay.
That's definitely me. I don't know why. It's me. I'm always painting a picture, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. So a lot of actors, when they're doing things, they can sing, and then you're versatile. I know you're a comedian, and I see that you can be an intense actor. Do you sing a little bit?
I do. I can hold a note. I do want to go into some voice lessons so I can be better.
Okay.
So I can harmonize some more. That is something I want to do. Fun fact: when I was a little girl, I used to go to this summer camp, and the summer camp lady asked me what I wanted to do when I grew up. I told her I wanted to be a singer. And then because I was really into Whitney Houston, I Have Nothing. By the way, I rocked the talent show 5th grade. Okay. Yes.
Nobody remembers.
Nobody knows.
What did you sing in the 5th grade?
I sung, and I practiced real hard. Whitney Houston, I Have Nothing. Yes.
Oh my God. The 5th grade, you took that on?
Was it I Have Nothing? No, it was I Want to Run to You. That's exactly what I did.
Who you was running to in the 5th grade?
I don't know. I don't know, but
who was you running to in the 5th grade?
But my teacher loved me extra after that talent show. I practiced hard.
Okay.
I was practicing between Mariah Carey, Vision of Love, and Whitney Houston. So I chose Whitney Houston, and my class clapped for me, y'all.
Oh, look at her. She reminiscing. So let me ask you this. So out of everything that you've done right now, this experience being working with this team, of course, working with the one and only, the legendary Mark Raby, how has it been for you?
It's been well. It has been a roller coaster of emotions. With any project, there's highs and there's lows, and it's how you manage it. But it has been very well. And when I say roller coaster of emotions, that's because of the character and the challenges that I've been having with her. Trying to make sure my tempo is good, trying to make sure I'm on pace, making sure I'm on track, making sure I'm giving the director what he wants from his vision. That's very important to me.
How is Mark Raby as a director?
Why are you asking me that?
Office conversations. We're just having a conversation.
No, really. Mark is amazing. He's not afraid to, as he say, to stretch you so you won't be complacent in one spot, because he knows that being a good actor or actress, you have to be versatile. You have to be able to take on any character. He sees stuff in you that you don't see in yourself, and he pushes you to get it out, no matter how uncomfortable it may feel to you, because if you're uncomfortable, you're in a good place, and he knows that. And he's constantly saying, it's all right, do it again. Let's run it again. Okay, let's try something different. Okay, you said that line the same way. Try something different. Try something different. And then until it gets to, okay, does that feel better? And it does feel better. And it's not so much, he's not a auto preminger. He's not a fuss box, but he is a caring director that wants to see you win.
Wow.
He wants to have a good show, but as his cast, as your character, he genuinely wants to see you win.
What do you want the audience to get out of this performance out of Akeelah October 2nd to the 4th?
This is very important from an educational standpoint, because I am an educator as well. It's a big reading initiative that's going out in the city right now with the state of Alabama. It's very important that our students be able to come and see that they can have the confidence to even be in a spelling bee, that they can get the confidence to learn how to spell new words, challenging words, that they can say these huge words and be able to pronounce them and speak in a new language, because it's all a new language for them. So I want them to see that within themselves. Oh, someone like me can do it. Yes, you can do it.
Wow, I like that.
And you are going to do it because they did it.
Wow.
Because sometimes our best, they're visual learners. They have to see it to know it can happen. And that's what's important. So I want the city to come out. I want you to bring your kids. I want them to be able to see this show in a new light and to learn something from it. Make sure they're taking something from this adventure, because they are bright and they are smart and they can do it. We're champions around here.
We just gonna let you take over the interview. I love that.
Sorry.
So Trinity, I want to come back to you. So what do you want people to take out of this performance from you?
You know, to be honest with you, Shy just took it right out of it.
No,
took it out.
you can't use what your mama told you to. You got
No.
you
Oh,
got
yes, he
you, wow. Yes, ma'am. So no, seriously, what would you want everybody? Because you know the age is different,
Mhm.
and you have aspiring young ladies that's going to be watching, looking at this, right?
Right.
So what would you like for them to take from this from you?
I want them to take in that it is possible. Anything is possible.
Everybody says that though.
I understand that. But when you how do I say this? When you come from a long line of rejection and disappointment, there's always going to be doors that open up.
Mhm.
Sometimes it closes for a reason. And you can take that, you know, as protection, you may not, but that's how I see it. A door that closes is going to be another one that opens, and it may be bigger than the one that's behind the closed doors. We just never know sometimes.
Like the way I stretched it there. That's what that was, though, wasn't it, Mark? That was stretching you, right? Because the cliche answers, everybody gets on stage, they say these different things, right?
Yeah.
You got to work hard, you got to dig deeper.
Right.
Okay, how do you dig deeper? How do you work hard, right? What is that? Because when someone is in the where you guys are, you on stage doing Akeelah beat. Let's just be honest.
Mhm.
Keke Palmer did their role.
Right.
Angela Bassett
Yeah.
did your role.
Right.
This was in movie theaters. Everybody have watched this movie. You're actually doing the play now, right here in Birmingham, Alabama. Think about how special that is.
Yes.
I mean, this is historic. Mark, brainchild, visionary, bruh, you the man. Honestly, you're our Tyler Perry. For me, I'm going to call you that. I'm going to put you there because you're bringing something to our city that's really needed.
Yes.
Right? And we need everybody to share the voice out there, Brandon. I have to give you your flowers for what you have done over the years to what you're actually doing now and opening up even more doors for people, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, bro. Yeah. Yeah, you're very humble, but what is it that Mark Raby himself would like to see happen with Akeelah to be for Birmingham, Alabama?
Man, I have to say that I am hoping that this is fostering another opportunity to bring our community together.
Mhm.
Not just those who are in the city, but those who are even on the outskirts of the city. I often say that there's no other opportunity in the world like theater. It's the only opportunity, Joe, where complete, total, absolute strangers come together to sit in the dark among complete strangers to laugh, to cry, to feel, to heal. And I'm hoping that Akeelah is the kind of production that will bring out a diverse crowd, a diverse audience from all walks of life, all economic backgrounds, and just for a moment, let's make the world look like what it ought to look like on a regular basis. That's
I love that. So if they're going to do that, Mark, they got to go to a certain place to get these tickets. So tell us where we got to get these tickets on so we can get this experience.
You can visit www.jazzhall.org or you can visit encorebham.org. That's encorebham.org. It's real easy too. It's real easy. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Trinity and Shy, I got one more question I need to ask both of y'all. Pass that microphone to Trinity real quick. Trinity, I need you to do this. Okay, I need you to go into. I want you to focus now. Focus.
Okay.
I need you to go into Akeelah just for a minute. Okay.
Oh boy.
And I want you to spell coffee.
Help me.
And here I am thinking I gotta spell a huge word.
I'm
All
gonna make
let's
it
do this.
simple. I'm not going to because listen. Spell coffee.
Are you saying this because you want me to see me tap?
Yes. Just a little bit. Can we get a sample? That's what I said. I need you to hone in Akeelah.
Okay.
So the word is coffee. It is derived from somewhere in the world. It's a noun, person, place, or thing.
Gotcha.
Coffee.
Gotcha. C.O.F.F.E.E. Coffee.
All right. That is correct. All right, Shy.
Yes.
I need you to embody mama, right? And I need you to go there for just a second and make sure that Akeelah is ready for this. You're getting ready for the spelling bee, right? I need you to tell her some encouraging words.
Okay.
Akeelah, now I know we have talked about this and had many challenges with you and this bee. But now that you're in it, you're going to pull through and you're going to come back with that win because your Father will accept nothing less than the best. So get dressed and let's go. We can't be late. They waiting on us. Hurry up.
Akeelah and the B, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go out there and get y'all tickets. October the 2nd through the 4th. Mark, tell them where to get them tickets at one more time, my friend.
And jazzhall.org or encorebeham.org.
Listen, y'all. I've done it again. Special edition, Coffees and Conversations. Make sure you guys go out to get your tickets. I'm going out to check it out. Share this video out there. Share this video out there. Have a cup of coffee. Enjoy the rest of your day, y'all. We love y'all. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.